What is up, guys? Good evening.
It's another day in paradise.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Happy Monday again.
Yes, no doubt. Cheers to Monday 2.
Monday 2.0, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we had some storms move through this afternoon after near record highs yesterday.
Oh, wow. My God, I'm envious of that.
I'm not.
You're not? It's going to be like 7 years before we see rain again.
No, we're getting rain. I'm not in the. He said record highs. I don't want to see that.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I don't want. Yeah, I'm everything is record high here.
Looks like this next week we're gonna get some potentially good downpours. They're talking about potential flooding. So
yeah, I see that.
Get flooded, but that's what we need really. Fill up our aquifers and fill up our lakes. They are drying up.
Yeah,
we had a nice little downpour this afternoon. Sun's shining now. But we got some more stuff moving through.
I haven't had too much. We went so Easter weekend, since I haven't been on here since then, we went down to the coast, right? Me and Audrey and my daughter Ashley and the baby. And so more of a family trip, get to the beach, maybe throw a couple rods in, but the wind and the surf was horrible.
It's been
Saturday we went by the beach and said nope. So we went back to, luckily the condo has a nice pool. So we did the pool thing. And then Sunday we got up and went by the beach and said nope. Or no, it was Friday and Saturday. And Saturday was like nope. So we went back to the condo, hang out at the pool, had a good time, grandbaby enjoyed herself. So it was a good trip. Just didn't get to win the lines, but gonna be making up for that in a couple of weeks. We'll be back down there, just me and Shay.
You need to keep your fingers crossed, because and anybody who's watching this, like I'm experimenting with this. I'd love any feedback I can get. So I was doing some construction work down on the island all weekend, and I've got a couple of videos that I'm working on, but I'm being held back by, life and doing work and stuff, trying to pay bills. So what I was doing since I was down there, I'm like, I've got to, got to make content, got to do a thing. So I posted shorts of like what the beach looked like every morning and afternoon. I hope that I'm not like overdoing it, just posting out crap. This is the kind of stuff that I would like. So I don't know if anybody else is interested in that or not, but man, it was rough. And it has been rough for 2 weeks now. Currents, seaweed. I don't know if you saw the Coast Guard or T-Paw put out a thing at the 39-mile mark down Pins. There is no beach to drive on. Like the waves are literally washing into the dunes. The dunes are straight face up and down.
Big old chunks of wood sticking out of them and everything.
Yeah, it's been buried for years, is all sticking out of the ground.
Yeah, look nasty. So, well, I'm hoping it's not next week, but the week after, in the middle of the week, me and Shay are coming down like Tuesday through Friday. Original plan was fish Packard jetties, and then I was thinking, well, you know what, the beach is nice. We can do the beach. So either way, we'll do some fishing probably at jetties. But yeah, if the beach gets better in 2 weeks, then maybe we'll do some beach fishing too. But right now, it's like a Tuesday through Friday, May like 13th through 16th, something like that. Because we're both retired, so we can do that middle of the week stuff.
That's the time to go, man.
Heck yeah.
Yep.
Very nice. Well, yeah, you missed it last week, John. Catching some more fish on the live stream.
Yeah.
We was out on the boat. I wanted to
actually.
It's nasty out there.
You froze up here again.
I did.
Yeah. Oh man. That ain't right. Out there,
that was from the stream right there, and on top of that, he set a server record. That bluegill is currently the server record for bluegill.
Nice, congrats! I remember it was last year, or year before. I was talking crap about how long it took him to catch a fish, for the year, and here he is blowing me out of the water. I wonder my buddy who's a guy back in January, or I wouldn't have no fish this year so far.
Real quick. Oh, we got people popping in here. Sorry, guys. Hey.
Yeah, say hey.
We got Solar 24/7, dude. Good to see you, man. Appreciate you coming in. We got Dylan, Wild Japan. He hopped on with us. Had some fun with us last week. Pickle Pilgrim, and we got Mark J. Larson. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight, coming and hanging out. So we're not done yet here, John, getting you all caught up on things. And actually, like Grant and everybody else, I've got a little bit of a thing myself here. I'm going to go ahead and drop some awesomeness. Check that out.
That's your land?
That is the ranch. Orchard Farms Ranch.
Orchard Farms Ranch. I like that. Or Orchard. No, I like Farms.
We got it. We got it all cleared up, courtesy of my buddy Danny Jones out here. If anybody needs some land cleared, need to go to that guy. I'm going to be doing some free promo work for him because he just killed it for us. Nice. And on top of this, I just found out, and I don't have a full confirmation on this yet, but this is my 5 acres. And I was talking in a prior live stream about my parents wanting to get in, and they were looking to share a fence line. I don't have confirmation on this, but it is my understanding that they went into the real estate place a couple of days ago, and they got it.
Oh, man.
So Orchard Farms Ranch is officially big enough to shoot stuff.
Nice. Sure.
Beautiful.
Hey, Dan, good to see you.
Ben. Hey, Ben, I really appreciate that, man, because I don't like shorts videos. I do not like them, and I feel like in order for them to be successful, you kind of have to not put too much effort, you know? So I feel like I'm putting out stuff that's just not worth it. I'm glad that you get something out of it. Feel free to skip through, not going to hurt my feelings if anybody feels that way. I feel dirty posting them.
How's the hatless, shirtless video done?
Oh, yeah, we went viral, as one like that would do. Like I did a shorts video, John, where I was experimenting with the thing. I didn't know how to do the green screen deal.
Oh yeah.
So I'm out at the beach. I'm at my in-laws, and I'm drinking. I had some stuff to drink. I was a mess, just hanging out poolside, no shirt, drinking. I'm a mess, no hat on. I had my glasses because I was like reading a book. And I was messing with it. I was like, I'm going to learn how to do this green screen deal. And I saw myself on the screen with the green screen, and I'm like, oh my God, this is the worst I have ever looked in my life. This is the most embarrassing photo. I've got to make a video out of it for shorts.
Don't you have to have a green screen literally behind you to do green screen?
Not now. Now that's all AI. They know what's background, what's not.
Damn.
So I just sat there and I just, recorded 30 seconds of me looking like I don't know what the hell I'm doing in front of John Oliver in the background.
What was in the background?
John Oliver talking about fishing.
Oh, good. Learn me some of that fancy stuff. I don't know nothing about that.
Apparently you don't have to. I didn't say a word the whole video. I just looked around like a dumbass.
You green screen yourself out on a big cruising fisher boat, and sitting in the chair fighting something big. You got the deck behind you.
See, that's what I needed. Yes, that's what I'm going to do next. Just me sitting there, like I'm gonna take somebody from like over here, their kayak footage with the GoPro, and I'm just gonna sit myself in the front, and be like, no, we should turn the boat around, boys. I don't think we should be fishing here.
That'd be great.
I love that. That's going to be at least 300 views for the channel right there. Solid.
For sure. What's up, David? How you doing?
David.
Crazy. So what have you been up to this past weekend, Grant?
I got some little work done out at the farm.
See, now you guys are making me jealous. You working on your farm, he's working on his farm, ranch, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Oh, you're retired. Yeah. You don't get to be. You don't understand like the envy that we have for that. So.
I'm a part-time babysitter now, so daycare provider.
Right. I think that's why you've missed most of the Tuesdays you've missed.
If you pay attention, it's about every other week, because every other week she's here. So this week she's not here, even though she was here today because my wife had some doctor's appointments, but she's already back home.
Yep. Yeah, the farmers market started Saturday. That was decent turnout for the first one of the year at the end of the month. So hopefully this coming Saturday, being the first of the month, will be a little better.
I got a question for you about that. We were looking into land stuff because I don't know the first thing about it, and apparently you can get an ag exemption if you're doing like, I don't. Okay, so what my mom said is if you're doing bees on your land, you can get an ag exemption for bees, but you have to try to sell the honey. You know anything about that? Like, and does a farmer's market count?
I don't have a clue.
Yeah,
I mean, surely it would. I know if you're. I know for Illinois, you have to sell over a certain so many pounds for it to be considered something. I don't know. I don't have bees.
Okay.
I'm not that close to getting bees yet, so I'm not for sure.
Glad to hear that. Like, you know, my family. I don't know if you've met my brother or not, but we can be a little out there at times. We all have our moments. My mom is the exact same way. So when she's talking about, she wants with the acreage that we have out there, she wants an 8.5 acre pond, and she wants to do bees.
8.5?
8.5 to 11 1/4, somewhere in there is how big of the pond she wants.
They just got 10 acres.
Yeah, it's 10 total. So yeah, you math on that, you're getting it.
You're gonna be living on a floating house
on an island. Yeah, she wants it all on an island.
What's up, Mom?
Hey, Monica.
What's up? I do like, you brought up island. I was following this person way back before YouTube and all this, when it was like forums, right? And so yeah, there's this folk that were building a pond, and everybody's giving him advice, and he was doing all the research, and he showed the layout, and he laid it out where he had deeper water, shallower water. He had an actual island in the middle, and then he had a sandy beach area. And they had a little boat they could row over to the island and stuff. I was like, that's a pretty cool idea to have that. And maybe the zombies can't get there.
Yeah. That's a part of the equation. Is there's got to be some zombie resistance.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Lots of people in Hawaii have coffee trees to sell $35 of coffee to get the ag exemption. Okay, so and another thing that I heard about this, and Danny was the one that was telling me about this. So apparently in Texas, and I don't know where any of this stuff goes, but apparently in Texas, you can get an ag exemption with 10 acres. However, if you live on that acreage, then that takes away an acre. You have to have an 11th acre.
Yeah.
So we don't have that.
So we need to snatch up someone else's land around you guys.
Buy a pencil.
Yeah. Say, hey, you want to sell these 2 acres right here? And we can go.
Then my mom could have her 17-acre pond, and everybody could be happy.
A 5-acre pond's pretty big.
I told her, I was like, when she was first talking about it, I was like, dude, I'm on 1/3 of an acre here. Like, imagine that size, that little lot as a pond in your backyard. Why do you need anything bigger than that? I said, I'll double that. We'll do like 1/2 of an acre pond. I don't like, all we're going to do is put some crappie in it.
I would do it, 1/2 to an acre, somewhere in there.
Yeah. You can put a boat in 1/2 of a pond, a little bit.
Eat them up, because when I was living in ponds back in the day, again, that was one of the smaller ponds they recommended not to put crappie, because they produce so fast that you'll get them stunned, so that you'll have a bunch of 6-inch crappie. They won't be able to get any bigger because there's so many of them. So you'd have to eat them up pretty quick.
I can do that.
But throw some catfish in there, throw some big bluegill in there.
Yep.
Perch for you, but everybody else, bluegill, shell crackers, and all those guys in there. And some bass too. What the heck?
Yeah.
And what?
Bass.
Largemouth.
And bass. You don't like putting predators in there an issue?
Balance. You got to throw a bunch of shad in there too.
Okay. Game on. I can do that. Honestly, so like next on my list, okay, so this is an inside scoop. I got to be quick about this because I don't want Rachel hearing me. There is that pond down south in Brownsville that's got those Australian crawfish that are all like massive.
Oh, yeah.
And my mom and I both, we're going to put those in the pond. I want those big lobster-sized crawfish. Rachel doesn't want to have anything to do with it. She refuses to let me do that. But if they magically appear, it's not my fault.
Invasive.
They can invade my pond. My lake. It's a mini lake is what it is. It's the Orchard Farms Ranch Lake.
If it's
So
7 acres, I mean, you can have plenty of them.
Yeah. We're going to have fun with it.
Cool. It's going to be cool. I'm jealous.
So how's the boat
Monica,
going?
appreciate it. Thank you.
How's the boat going, John? What's the update?
I'm slowing down pushing it just because I know I'm not going to be here the month of June and July because I'll be in Michigan. So it'd be kind of impossible to sell it then. And I don't want people to be like, first week of June, hey, I want to buy it. And I'm not around, can't do nothing. So I'm kind of just hanging out. If somebody really is interested, I'll talk to them. But I've had brokers, Pops Yachts, the ones who I actually bought it through the first when I bought it. 3 different members from their brokerage just contacted me. Hey, we help you sell, blah, blah. And basically the bottom line is they put it out there, right? They advertise it, they do paperwork and all that, but they take 10% too. So right now, I'll wait till after I get back from Michigan, and then if I get desperate, I might talk to them. But then we're going to start using it while it's for sale too.
Nice.
Yeah, good way to do it. And if you need somebody to keep an eye on it,
I got a volunteer?
yeah, I'll help you. We can put it in my pond.
I was going to say, put it on your pond, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Stanley be living on that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, no joke.
It's got a bathroom, it's got a stove, it's got,
There you go. That's the solution.
All I need in life. Oh, man, yeah, you watch. I get my pond. I might be doing something like that. A doghouse? No, doghouse is for peasants. I go live on the boat with no motor in the middle of the pond.
just make one of those big flat floating dock-like thing and put a tent on it and stay the night out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you might want the boating experience. Like maybe get one of them little, one of those little sailboats and just cut the centerboard off. Yeah, just anchor it there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It'd be fun to play with. Something to consider if my wife lets me do that. I kind of doubt that. There's a few of these things that we talked about tonight that, FYI, don't talk to Rachel. Don't tell her.
So this past weekend, Stanley, you were doing is that what you were doing? Is your beach shorts, kind of the updates on the beach shorts that you did?
Yeah, just kind of for fun. I was doing that just because I got I'd wake up in the morning. I had 30 minutes before we started work at the beach. So I'd get a cup of coffee, sit at the beach, enjoy it for a minute, see how windy and sloppy and messy everything was, and just post the video, share it, and go to work.
Nice. Very nice. So upcoming, I already bragged about I got a fishing trip coming up. What do you guys got coming up?
What's that?
What do you guys got coming up? I already bragged about the fishing trip I got coming up.
Next evening that I've got a chance, I'm gonna go fishing again. And any Tuesday that it's not nasty out, we'll be out there.
Nice.
You gonna go live when you go? Regardless of this stream?
Oh, other than a Tuesday, I don't know. It just depends. It hasn't been fire. I won't.
I'm in the same boat. I want to do a live stream out at the beach, but dude, it's 18 mile an hour winds. There's no way. And all the seaweed. Just can't do it.
It's impossible.
Yeah. It does, right? Yeah, and something I will be looking into.
Might as well.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I'm going to make a video and 7 shorts.
You'll be set.
Yep, I'll be good to go.
Yeah. No worries.
Not sure what we got.
Had to work on the dually because you couldn't get to the valve stem on the inside tires, right? So I bought a couple of kits to help modify that, and I got it modified to where I can get the valve. I got extenders on them, so I can get to the valve stems. That way, I can actually add air or let air out if I have to without pulling the tire off. So that's nice.
I never thought about that.
Yeah. The rims, they're aftermarket rim. I like them. They were on the truck when I bought it, but they're just not designed well as far as that goes.
Mm.
I saw the pictures on Facebook. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense, especially if that inside tire needs air. Did it need air? Apparently.
Yeah, well, I'm watching them, and all 4 rear tires need some air, but again, I can't air up the inside ones without pulling out. So I was like, I'm going to go ahead and rig that up. So
Gotcha.
it worked out good.
All right. To the main topic of discussion, we'll continue all of this, but we've had some interesting things happening out in the ocean, and this is everybody's opportunity to get in on the conversation. So as you saw in the thumbnail, I'll bring up my screen here. Figure out how. Give me 1 second here. So this is the article courtesy of CBS News. The Coast Guard seized 10,000 pounds of cocaine from a fishing boat in the Atlantic. $74 million.
That's a heck of a boat.
Yeah, right. That's sounds like somebody needs new Grady White, huh?
Right. 10,000 pounds. Gee, crickets. In the Atlantic. Okay. You're seeing that stuff on the Pacific side more than the Atlantic side, right?
Well, spoiler alert, John. That's we'll just go ahead and treat that as a segue. So while this is going on in the Atlantic, like I don't even know, it might have been like the same weekend. We had 1,400 pounds of illegally caught fish and 12 fishermen detained in Corpus Christi.
Wow. Dang. Good
And
luck,
obviously,
guys.
as you can see, a lot of that is snapper.
Yeah. Good catch, guys.
So yeah, and I want to say they had some deals with oh wow, that the boat they were on?
That's not the 10,000 pounds of cocaine boat.
No, that's the 1,400 pounds of snapper boat.
Jesus, how they get 1,400 pounds of snap? That boat should be sitting a lot lower in the water.
Man, you'd think, right?
Yeah.
1,400 pounds. That's like, what is that like? 6, 7 dudes?
Yeah.
6, 7 guys worth of fish.
And there's at least 2 or 3 people on the boat. That don't look like 1,400 pounds of anything.
No, that doesn't, to be honest with you. I mean, look, you can see the right here, you can see the deck of the boat underneath
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
I'm not saying it's not a lot of fish, it is, and you know, a
Well,
little undersized in some of these guys here. That guy is a little, I don't know if I'd have kept him.
They said 12 Mexican fishermen, so I'm thinking maybe there's more than just one boat out there is what they caught.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know what? You're right. Look at that. That's a different boat.
Yeah.
That's multiple boats.
Yeah.
Get 'em.
Lock them up. Make them walk the plank, something.
On the plus side of this, they gave all that fish away. They seized it.
Nice.
And they had it as a giveaway or something they were feeding. I forget where it went to, but they fed somebody with it.
Good. Good. Didn't waste it.
Yeah, it didn't go to waste. I didn't get any of it.
I didn't get any of it.
And I'm keeping record of that, of how much of the 1,400 pounds I didn't get. So heck of a time. I don't know if this is like, is it just a seasonal thing? Is it just like coincidence? Because there's other things that have been washing up, other issues. These are the two big headlines.
I've seen something, I think it was California too, where dolphin and other mammals are washed up, either dead or dying. And they're trying to figure out what's killing them now.
Well, my buddy, old green screen buddy John Oliver, just did a whole thing about the dolls that are washing up on Pottery Island is like a thing right now.
That's crazy.
Baby dolls?
That one? Yeah, check it out. It's a whole thing, and they're actually selling them for charity because there's a few.
Where do they think they're from?
I don't know that they don't have an idea. We should have done a whole episode on this.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's nightmare fuel. And there's a bunch of them. There's been like 100 of them.
What the hell? Better watch out. There's some kind of psycho out there throwing those things in the water as he mutilates them.
Yeah.
That ain't right at all.
There's some really interesting ones here. So that's a little bit more on the normal side. That's not
What the?
Oh, there's a winner. There's a winner here. Hold on. That's interesting. Oh, wow. That's a little different.
He's a Walmart employee or something?
Yeah, that's one of the creepy ones.
Yeah. Good Lord.
A little creepy, a lot of headless stuff, but there is one in particular that is just absolute nightmare fuel. Come on, are they going to do it? Yeah, so spoiler alert, you'll just have to watch the John Oliver episode. You really want to get a kick out of it. It's a sex doll.
I don't think I've ever even heard of John Oliver.
He's a funny guy. I like him. He leans a little liberal. So if that's not something people enjoy, then done. It's occasional, but it is there. Hey, what's up? Hunting and stuff, J&J. Good to see you, man. Been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute. All right.
Hey, what's up, JJ? Good to see John. Yeah, I don't like the demon dolls. That's some crazy shit.
Yeah, this may be my Halloween episode next year.
Ben said he ain't having none of it.
Could you imagine snagging one and reeling one of those in?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's my Halloween episode. We're scripting it out right now.
Creepy.
Is she wearing snorkeling goggles? Like, what are you doing in the water looking for these things?
Where?
I'm seeing that, and this is not the section of beach that I'm going to hang out at.
Right. Creepy.
That is creepy.
Creepy.
Oh, shoot. Did you see what David Martin said about the boats?
Well, $74 million. That's crazy. Is it? So does that mean it's $7,400 a pound?
Man, dude.
$7,400 a pound. Is that what an average pound costs, guys? I don't know.
I have no idea.
$7,400 a pound. Yeah, I didn't know that, but that's I feel
like
it's
a lot.
It is a lot. That's got to be like a brick, right?
Yeah.
I would think.
I mean, it's at least like a week's worth. Something like that.
You tell me. Oh man, that's crazy. Hey, serious note, you guys hear about deer meat for dinner?
No, what about him?
Oh, you remember a couple years ago he had that stroke, right?
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
all jacked up. He just had another one. And
No.
yeah, he's in the hospital. She said that it didn't affect his motor skills or anything really bad, but he can't really talk. He can say yes and no. Other than that, he's trying to say a word, but it doesn't come out anywhere near what the word is. And so he's really frustrated with himself. I remember when he first came back from the first stroke, he had some issues speaking, and when he'd get tired, you could tell in the videos. But it seems a little bit worse this time as far as that goes. So prayers up to the guy. He is a good dude. Makes a living doing this, and can't do videos and can't talk to folks. So I don't know what they're going to do. Hopefully, it gets better.
Yeah.
Where did you hear about that? Was that Facebook?
His wife posted it on Facebook, and I saw it YouTube, their webpage, or their YouTube channel in the comment area. They posted something on there too. And it was pretty scary because it was a different type of. The first hospital we went to, they were saying like it was the same type he had the first time, hemorrhagic in the front of the brain. But he wasn't getting MRIs and all this, and she got really upset, I guess, with them and just took him against their orders to another hospital with the doctor they dealt with before. And they did an MRI and they found it was a completely different type of stroke, and it was back in his brain. They have a picture where you can see the area. It's kind of different color than the rest of the brain. So I don't know. I just hope he's able to recover.
Love, bro.
Yeah.
Hate to hear that.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say about that, man. Obviously, like, he's one of the reasons why I do what I do.
Yeah.
And never want to see that.
Yeah, they're just building that brand new property they got.
Yeah.
Got the farm planned out. He's mapping out where the house was going to go, and it was out there where it all started this time. So,
I am trying. Like, I've always touted myself as an absolute, like, poor man's B-side deer meat for dinner. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the Goodwill version of what he does. And, you know, he's buying his ranch and doing his thing. I've got my little couple of acres out here. I'm trying to ride his coattails and follow his lead as best as possible. And I got to be able to make these jokes, these jokes.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I mean, I'm not going to follow you on everything you do here, but
yeah, right. Crazy. Well, Vance, is a brick is a kilo, right? Again, I have no idea.
okay.
Back in the day, I knew what a dime bag was and a nickel bag was. That's about all I knew when I was young.
Okay, I'm going to search this. If I get arrested. How much does a brick cost? Okay, that is $6,200 for a gram of cocaine. I don't know what a gram is.
Gram small, I know that. I don't know how much exactly, but I know.
Yeah,
$120 for an 8-ball. That's 3.5 grams. I didn't know. I don't even know what. I know I've in movies heard 8-ball, but
So what?
probably be more than that.
But how much is an 8-ball? I don't even know what that is. A little teeny bit.
28 grams in an ounce, 16 ounces in a pound.
All right, math man.
in October, Border Patrol found a single cocaine brick on North Pottery Island. This happens from time to time if you're, a lucky fisherman. $82,000 for a brick.
Wow.
Well, this says right here, Cura says that a pound is $10,000, depending on many variables. So, I mean,
somebody's cheap compared to someone else, apparently.
a solid kilo on Reddit, $25,000. Do you feel more educated now, gentlemen? Do you feel better about your lives?
I have more knowledge about something I don't really care about than I ever did before.
I mean, so we had a fun conversation, and if you want to continue that, we can do that. Had a fun conversation, a drunken conversation with my dad and brother over the holidays. We were sitting around the campfire just talking, and we were talking about, there's nothing you can do. Like if you find $74 million worth of cocaine on, offshore, there's nothing you can do about that. You got to report it. The dollar amount means absolutely nothing. However, if you found $74 million in cash offshore, what do you do about that?
What are the legal, are you supposed to turn it in or something? I heard the cap where if you found money, you had to report it. The authorities hold it for a certain amount of time, and if it's not claimed legally, then you get it or you get a portion of it. I remember seeing that. I don't know if that was a movie or news.
Yeah, that's probably a thing. But for the sake of the conversation, for the interest of the conversation, keep it interesting. Let's say that it's illegal, that you're not supposed to keep it.
My only concern, well, there'd be many concerns, right? But one concern would be, whoever lost them, is there any way they can track them when they're spent, like by the serial number on the bill or something like that? Like they do this number to that number, they have.
There's probably there's I don't know if they'd be able to track serial numbers. Let's say it's non-serialized. However, one of the things that kept coming up in our discussion, let's say you get $74 million, you got this, just brick bags of cash. As a thought exercise, for a fun conversation. So you can't put that in the bank.
No.
You've got to spend it as cash. And if you go in and you start spending tens of thousands of dollars in cash in your local area, while they might not be able to track those bills, they're going to be able to find you. They're going to know who you are, and they're going to want to know that the government's going to want their taxes.
You got to find a way to launder it.
Yeah, you do.
Even deeper.
My dad was like, "Oh, well, you take it to Vegas, just take a little bit of a loss. You clean it through the casino." And I was like, "No, not doing that. That's not the way to go."
Yeah, that'd be tough. Because I want to buy some nice. All of a sudden, you roll around in a big ass sports fisher and stuff. They're like, "Hey, where did Ski get the money for a boat like that?" He's trying to sell that Grady boy. Now he's got that.
Like the best idea, it's kind of like it's a difficult it's a difficult problem to figure out. The only thing I can think of, and it's not a great idea, but go across the nation buying a few cars and sell them. And over the course of, like, seriously, if you're talking like $100 million, you cannot spend that money in cash. Like, you just can't do it. You can't get through it fast enough for that to be something that you can turn into houses,
right,
businesses, and things like that. You can't turn it into something like that feasibly. The only thing I can think of is buying a couple of cars, like say you do 3 cars a month, $20,000-$30,000 cars. You sell them in weird places, I guess. But then also you have to be careful about banking that money. So I don't know. It's, to me, that's a fun conversation. I don't have a solution for it.
Have you guys been watching Grant? Because he's keeping really quiet. Like,
yeah,
this or something. What's Grant? What's your insight?
Hey, I hope you have an issue. I hope you find $74 million out in the ocean. I hope you're on John's boat. I hope you two are together on John's boat.
Right. Gonna need one to fit those bundles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, just FYI, you guys here are, you're in on this with me. You're accomplices.
And now you all are.
Yeah. Everybody. We are gonna have a big badass party paid for in cash. But then after all the partying's done, like, we're all together, we're all gonna have to get. You're not going to do it alone. You need a team. So obviously, this is my team here. And Grant,
get some pictures.
I know. Just from the way you looked at that question, Grant, that's stone cold right there, dude. He was just straight face. He's like, "I've got the answer. I'm not saying it online. I'm not saying it on a video."
DM me. I'll tell you how you launder that money.
Not even DMs, smoke signals. Like, we're gonna have to have burner phones.
I've got your number. Don't worry.
Yeah. I will say, Grant, that was having had this conversation with my dad, my brother, and everybody, and we're just like drunk and stupid about it. Your reaction was just
Yeah. Maybe
that's the reaction of like, that's my guy right there. He's got the answer.
He knows something.
Yeah. It's your retail experience. I know. We're on the same page here.
What do you say we look at some pictures?
Let's do it.
Yep, it is that time. These are our photographs of the week. They are brought to you by the Premier Fishing Hunting Discord server. If you are not a member, please go ahead and jump in there now. We would very much enjoy being able to partake in the experiences that you get to do at all the times when we are not able to do so. So, of course, starting things off, we had Grant's record-setting server bluegill.
Sweet.
We were talking about earlier.
It looked tasty too.
I'm getting myself a little bit of land on the outskirts and kicking things off this week. We've got jerkbait enthusiast just going to town on a bunch of different species.
Catching everything.
Very nice variety.
Absolutely.
What is that one he's holding up towards the right? He's got a tape on it underneath.
It looks like the yellow bass.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh shit.
Is that
I
me?
do that? Yeah, it looks like yellow bass to me.
Yeah, large. Yeah, it's not a largemouth, is it? Is that the one in the picture above it?
It looks like the same fit. Neither of those are largemouth, right?
Oh, Pilgrim says it's white perch.
White, could be a white perch. Might be yellow bass. I don't
I'm
know.
not familiar. I thought it was maybe a freshwater drum, Gasper goo, but
No.
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
Different shape head there.
I'm sure that line down the side would tell you something too.
Oh, that's Pickle Pilgrim is enthusiast here.
Oh, okay. So it's a white perch.
Oh, sweet. White
Heck
perch.
of a haul and multiple days. We will have, spoiler alert, we got more of your work coming up here in a minute.
Yeah, what part of the country are you in, Pickle Pilgrim?
I would guess he's on the East Coast, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah, Pickerel, I don't know where you're at.
Nice crappie. Real nice crappie right next to me right there.
Yeah. Yep.
Pretty. It's a good one.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. I don't think we'd ever ask that, maybe.
I've
Massachusetts.
talked to him about that.
I'm trying to think. Do we know anybody else in Massachusetts?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
He's our lone rep.
You want to let us know why your name is Jerkbait Enthusiast? Is there? Oh, Nanner is another one of our guys. Nanner is in Massachusetts. I didn't know that either. I'm an idiot. Sorry. I'm not gonna lie though, you guys mess me up with the names, changing names all the time. Like that messes me up.
Yeah, that makes it hard.
Not even trying to figure them out anymore. Bunch of gobblers.
Yeah, like Truman WV, we know he's in West Virginia. It's pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember, that was like a youth hunt.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
Some great memories made on that.
Yeah,
day.
set the bar right there. That's how it's done.
Very cool. Very cool.
Next up.
Ooh.
Oh dang it, his name's under the. That's Kiwi.
Yeah. Kiwi
And Noah.
Wow, that's a nice sturgeon.
It's pretty.
Sturgeon is one of those bucket list fish. There's not too many places you can go and get those.
Well, I know somebody you need to talk to about that because. Oh shoot, I thought Noah was next. Noah had a few more. He had multiple sturgeon. We'll see him in just a minute.
Kitty cat, bass.
Yeah, so hey, sorry about that, Kiwi, and also hi. Hold on one second. So that's Kiwi's So he had all these mutated trout that he was catching.
Oh man, that one top kind of center, I guess.
And these are all stockers, right?
Power plant lake or something? Or we got a nuclear power plant or something? Crazy.
Yeah, power plant lake stockers. Do the I gotta ask you, do the mutated ones, do they taste any different? Have a little bit of glow?
Do you eat them raw?
You do something with them? Yeah, I'm game. I laugh about that, but I'm game. I'll try anything once.
You would.
And then we had the toucher.
Nice large mouth.
That's variety too.
Mm-hmm. The white bass down there. Nice.
Very nice.
He said Kiwi said they threw out the mutated one. That's fine. Whatever. Monica enjoying some cod for dinner. Nice. Oh, Monica, you're awesome. Thank you for your help.
Absolutely.
Enjoy your cod.
Oh, nice
Michael and the Iowa fisherman.
Mm-hmm. They doing some catching?
Yes, sir.
And Iowa, that's our moderator, Gunpoint. And he went on a trip. Well, I told you this a couple weeks ago. Now I guess he's back. He was down in Arizona doing some fishing.
Cool.
And now he's back and he's just addicted to walleye.
I bet.
I'm guessing nighttime is where he's having the most luck with those.
Good job.
Yeah, for sure.
There's Noah's other catch. And Coors 2. What's up, man? Good to see you getting on some good fish.
What is that bottom right? Is that another sturgeon? Yeah, right.
That's another sturgeon.
Yeah.
And this is, well, I'll get to that in a minute. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Doing good. Catching it all. Grant McIntosh.
Yeah, we got a picture of a cow on trail camera a couple nights ago.
All right, why did Gigi got the head chopped off?
Yeah, didn't want their face on camera. Didn't want to post pictures with their face. So.
Oh, like the yellow perch down there.
Which is actually that's okay. That's a jerkbait enthusiast again, and that is currently the server record yellow perch.
Really?
Beat his own record.
How big is it?
Kiwi, I'm sorry about that, man. That's my mistake. I had a limited amount of time to put this together. I apologize.
Oh, we got 11 inches, 11 inches?
What was that, John?
Trying to figure out how big that perch is. Was it 12 inches?
I think it was right at 12.
It looks like it, right?
Or what?
Oh, yeah, it was like 12 and a quarter.
Might get a chance to beat that when I'm up in Michigan. We'll see.
Yeah, FYI, Kiwi, you get yourself a good one. Take a good picture with it for one. Get a picture with a ruler. I don't think we have a server record on Shad right now.
Right.
It's kind of an easy win. Oh, and Jerkbait saying that that largemouth is a 4-pounder.
Nice, nice.
Nice. You have the record from a while back. It's 2025, man. It's time to get a new record. I don't think we have a current 2025 record. I don't think we do. I might be wrong about that. I can check on that real quick here.
4 pounds, good lord.
It's a big shed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have a 2025 record. You've got like the 2024 record, I think. Yeah, he does.
There you go, nice small round.
Mm-hmm. Pretty.
Is that a white drum? Or what? Not a white drum.
Freshwater drum, yeah. Gas Brigade, yeah, looks like it.
Gas Brigade.
Looks like it, little one.
Perch.
No, not a perch. I came down here. So I've been in Texas now for 25 years this year. And after about 3 years, I gave up arguing with Texans about what fish were.
I like how easy of a conversation it is. You'll be out at the beach and somebody will like come up to you with like a, I don't know, a alligator gar. Then what is this? Perch. Oh, okay. Yeah, acceptable answer. Keep walking.
Poor guy.
So these are our entries for the 2025 Wall of Fame. These are all of our photos for the last week, and it is time for us to add somebody else to the wall here. Your options this week are going to be Noah with that big badass sturgeon. And this is I believe this is Noah's third time in 4 weeks being up here as a finalist. This is Michael's third time in the last 5 weeks being a finalist. And Coors, too, this is his second time being up here.
Wow, all repeaters. All good shots. Noah's photo.
Snook. I thought your snook were last week. Did I miss new catches? If I might have. It's been a day. If that is the case, I apologize.
The only thing I'll say about Noah's, the photo is as good. But a sturgeon, man, that's badass. That striper's nice, too. Those are all good photos. I don't know. I'm torn. What am I going to pick?
Man, dude, Pickles, I apologize for that. I missed the snook. I'm sorry about that. DM them to me. DM me your snook. I'll make sure they get in next week, and we'll get a good shot of them and everything. You deserve it, because I know the pictures you're talking about, and I thought those were reposts from last week. I apologize.
I think the snook is unique. I think the striper's unique. We don't get a lot of big stripers either, and the striper picture is better quality in my opinion. So that's why I went B. But if you go A, I have no argument with that. And C,
Coors Stew is my guy. I'm casting a vote for my guy.
I'm with you, Stanley.
It was one of our bass pictures.
I say I'm with you, Stanley, just because that's a selfie and somebody else took the other pictures.
Right. That takes some skill and some effort doing that. And he's had a little bit of a dry run on fishing. He's excited. He's getting out there. He's doing his thing, jumping in, all about it. Wow, everybody. What? Seriously, man. I really expected there to, I'm not going to lie, I expected this to be a landslide for Noah. Noah, you got some bad luck there, buddy. You've been up here as a finalist 3 times. He has not won. He catches this stud sturgeon, and all of you people are voting for that tiny little striper and that piddly little bass.
Look at the numbers, though. It's a lot closer than you think.
Is it? I haven't even counted them yet.
There's 4 for the sturgeon, 3 for the striper, and 3 for the bass. So right now, the sturgeon's winning.
It's a close one. David Martin coming in, breaking it out.
Yeah, no sturgeon, bro. Sturgeon's winning now, 5-3.
So, what did you say? They both had 3 apiece?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Not all voted for Noah. Okay. I got to. So I like being able to throw this in here afterwards because I do want this to be fair. I'm not trying to actually sway votes or anything. Noah, it's 4 o'clock in the morning for him. And he said he was going to try to wake up early to make this live stream because he was pretty excited about that catch. Obviously, I don't think he was able to do that, and I don't blame him. He actually also had he did construction. He was building a brick wall yesterday, so he said he was pretty tired.
Yeah, he's winning right now.
He's got it. Okay, Fisher, who you voting for? A, B, or C?
And also, get your picks in there, man.
Yeah, voted.
Yeah, you got a little bit of time left. Put in a vote. There's another C.
Coolers.
5-4-3.
See, Noah, that's why you got to get your friends in here into the server, into the live streams, cast a vote for you. This is a close one, buddy.
It is.
Way too close for that fish.
Oh, it's a beautiful fish, and it's a good picture. It's just got that little glare on it.
Yeah, you're not wrong. All of the other ones he had, they were so good. And, great fish, great picture and everything, but the clarity was so good on those other pictures.
Well,
but on that note, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and call it. It was a close race. It was way closer than it needed to be. All three of you gentlemen should be in here in this live stream, hyping this whole thing up. So that's on you guys, because any one of y'all could have run away with it. But this week, your winner is going to be Noah. Got himself a solid win with that big old stacked sturgeon. Michael, course two, guys, thank you so much for posting those. We do appreciate them. You guys got some phenomenal catches. Michael, I'm so sorry that you got your third loss here. I know we're going to see you on the board at some point. You got to be. You just keep doing what you're doing. You will get on there, I promise. We're enjoying your catches. Huge pat on the back to Truman WV, Jerkbait Enthusiast, Kiwi, and The Toucher. They are our waitlisters this week because they just made me work, obviously, so hard that I wasn't even able to get all of the right pictures into the stream.
Yeah, great job, guys.
Yeah, excellent.
Beautiful.
Just before we shut things down, guys, it is that time. What are we going to be seeing from you next week? What do you got coming up for us this weekend? Everybody in the chat, what's your plans this weekend? What can we expect to see from you when we do this all over again next Tuesday?
Francis is going fishing.
I'm gonna try. I did put out a short today of a small buck I got on camera yesterday. So it's that time. The antlers are starting to grow. Watch that short for me. I think it's 10 out of 10 right now. I don't know what happened. It's not doing very good.
I got a lot of honeydew this weekend. Some self-inflicted honeydew around the house, so I'll probably be doing house stuff.
Yeah, we've got rain the next 4 days. It's supposed to be nice Saturday and Sunday. Cool back down in the upper 60s, so maybe this weekend we'll get into something.
What you got going on, Stanley?
Working on a couple of videos. Yep. I'm trying to get my stuff together, putting out my slate of content that I will be doing in May, and I'm finalizing. I wrote a book. Expect me to be sharing that whole thing out and doing the whole publicity thing and trying to get some sales on that. Goes live on Thursday.
Very cool.
Very nice.
Very, very cool.
Okay, Fisher, I'll talk to you in the Discord server. I don't know what we missed about that. I don't know why so many people got missed. It was a little bit of a hectic week. My apologies to you guys. I will make it up to you, I promise. And I do apologize for any mistakes on that. Also, I'm kind of curious where some of these got posted because I don't think they all got posted in photos. Might be an issue. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate having you here. We appreciate everybody who shared their photos and let us live vicariously while we're out here getting decimated in high winds and rain and everything else to where we can't go out and get our fish. Thank you for bringing us along with you. Hope you have a wonderful night. Enjoy your weekend. And we will catch you again on Tuesday when we do it all over again.
Peace out.
Have a great week.